Here are 10 things every woman should know about a man's brain. Number 1. Men are more confident about their looks than women. Generally, women are so obsessed with their looks that they are actually afraid to go out in public because they are worried about how they look, and this obsession is causing them to feel unhappy. Men, on the other hand, don't care about what they look like. They are happy just being who they are. They know what looks good on them and what doesn't. They know that nobody else can be as beautiful as they are. But that's okay, because it's their natural beauty that's important, not the way they look. And this confidence makes men feel great about themselves and also boosts their self-esteem. Number 2. Men don't enjoy expressing their feelings. Have you ever noticed that your man tends to avoid telling you what he's feeling? I have, and it's a big problem because when men feel angry, they usually lash out at their partners and they might get aggressive. They will do anything to get the anger out of their system because they can't stand the thoughts that are going through their heads. And this is why men aren't good at expressing their feelings and are often afraid to talk about certain things. It's also why men don't know how to say I love you because they are too afraid of being rejected. Number 3. Men can get more lonely than women. Loneliness affects everyone, no doubt, because it takes a toll on our mental health, no matter our health and brain condition. However, studies show that men are more vulnerable to the feeling of loneliness. This fact comes from a clinical psychologist, Dr. Luan Brizendine, and she said that men tend to reach out less than women. Their lack of connectedness makes the feeling of loneliness more magnified than it is. Number 4. Men crave appreciation. Most women don't fully understand how crucial it is for a man to feel appreciated and the enormous impact expressions of appreciation can have on him. Granted, everyone likes to be acknowledged and appreciated, but women don't need it in the same way and to the same extent that men do. Just as most women primarily need to feel cherished and adored, men need to feel appreciated and admired to be truly satisfied in a relationship. Number 5. Actions speak louder than words. Men cannot read minds and they are not as expressive as most women are. Tell your man what you want and he will try to give you that. Stop expecting him to understand and fulfill your expectations on his own. Tell him what you expect and want. For example, if you want him to surprise you with a special date, tell him you love it when he does it. Men have a decreased ability to be intuitive about what a woman wants, so you will have to make sure he really knows your likes and dislikes. Number 6. Men need space too. Sometimes women become overly solicitous and get too involved so that men feel suffocated. If your guy is asking for some space, don't take it personally. He actually just needs space. It doesn't have anything to do with you or your relationship. Taking time for yourself to do your own things is healthy and you should enjoy some alone time too. Relationships that feel too suffocated for a man may make him run the other way. Number 7. If he's upset, he may be hiding deep emotional wounds. Men oftentimes express themselves differently than women do. It is often harder for guys to be vulnerable because they are trained to be strong and tough. So, if you suspect that something is really bothering your man, but he isn't talking about it, there's a good chance that you are right. He may just seem sullen or different somehow. Number 8. Men have bigger brains. Now, before you start making any claims, know this: just because men have bigger brains, it doesn't mean that they are automatically smarter than women. That's not how it works. It's just a simple biological thing. While people come in all shapes and sizes, in general, men are larger than women. So it really just makes sense that their brain would be on average 10% larger than the average female brain. The average guy has more body mass, more muscle mass, and more brain mass. It's as simple as that. Number 9. They try to fix things rather than talk about them. While it may seem stereotypical, it doesn't mean it isn't true. While women may be more inclined to empathize or discuss a problem when it's presented to them, men tend to immediately jump into fix-it mode and find a concrete solution to the issue. Now, that isn't because men aren't empathic. They definitely are, and the empathy fires up in their brain just the same way it does for female brains. However, quite quickly after, in male brains, the region responsible for that whole fix-it impulse takes over. Number 10. Men are better able to visualize things spatially. When it comes to male and female brains have a thinner parietal region. What does that mean? Well, that area of the brain is what's responsible for spatial perceptions, and having a thinner one means it's easier to visualize things spatially. So, it's not all of those hours of video games that made men able to visualize 3D objects without blinking an eye. It's actually their slightly thinner parietal region. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, be sure to subscribe.